Also an Aquarius. Your sister and you are an Aquarius.
Yes.
Me and my little sister are Aquarius.
And then I have a son, and he's a Libra.
Oh my God, Tim, we're gonna have Libras.
We're live now, guys. Okay.
We're gonna have Libras.
Libras.
I mean, I kind of hope so. As long as it's not a Gemini.
Shots, really. Though.
I mean,
at the Gemini culture, that was real shots.
I think they're
But also, like, I don't want it to be a Scorpio.
There's 3.
TBH.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry. Sorry. I love you, baby, but I don't want.
Ra-ta-ta-ta.
Woman or man. Woman or man.
Really though.
Yeah, no.
I think my 3 signs I would not want is a Taurus, a Capricorn, and a Cancer.
Damn.
I can't have
right now. We live right now. Lincoln bio. Mustache. And outlay jewelry.
Pink runs.
So
don't put that shit in your mouth.
You should be like, hey, today on the podcast we have the Scorpio featuring 2 Aquariuses. Mm-hmm. This is what it's like.
What's Skylar's son?
Skylar's a Scorpio.
He's Beyonce.
Beyonce is a Virgo.
I thought she was she made a song, I'm in love with the Sagittarius.
Because her man's a Sagittarius.
Yeah, so that was the knowledge I could have gained. I always assumed
Beyonce is a mega Virgo. So don't you ever get with a Virgo. Your baby mama's a Libra?
No, she's a Leo. Which are my best friends.
But that's why. Your friends cannot be your lovers.
I've learned this.
I mean,
same thing when I tried to date another Aquarius. It was like, oh my God.
Definition of a friend is, of a lover is a friend.
Yeah, but it's a level. Like when you're two, you do 2 alike. So you like argue. When I feel like when someone talks a lot, you need someone who doesn't talk a lot, who's not as opinionated. If you're both it's the same thing when I was with another Aquarius. It was like she was hella opinionated. So then we would just like talk for 8 hours about something neither one of us cared. I remember one time me and this person got into an argument about like who was the roughest, like the best Disney villain, and I was like Scar, hands down. And she was like, Jafar. And I was like, no, my nigga Scar murdered people though. Like, Scar's the only Disney villain that was murdering niggas. He was like, that's my brother. I'm about to murder this nigga and take his kingdom. And we argued about that.
I would be Jafar. I would be mega Jafar.
How would you be Jafar?
Jafar accomplished nothing.
I can't kill my family.
Why would you inspire Jafar?
I'm saying who is the best villain in Disney? Now who would you be?
Oh yeah.
I mean Jafar had
God.
He was the Sultan Supreme. He had the best power.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he would have the power of.
That's why I would be Jafar.
But who's the best? He got marked out. They put him in.
He got outsmarted by a hoodlum. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Scar didn't get
outsmarted by
Stupid.
Scar didn't get outsmarted.
Obviously, he's not an Aquarius.
Scar definitely didn't get outsmarted.
He killed his brother.
He's
not
like,
an
this
nigga's too strong. I'm about to kill this nigga.
Ew.
Let's do this.
He was a Scorpio. Tim.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Bye.
Beyonce.
First of all, you can just cut out this piece right here. So you're just gonna edit from here until Skylar comes back. But that commentary we just had was fantastic.
Yeah, I know, right? That's what you guys need to say.
So I feel like your commentary in your background. So right now we don't need to show this background of your room. It's a bit of a hectic zone back here.
Well, yeah, absolutely, and it's gonna change. Agreed. But so. I am here for critiques.
First of all, I feel like we can remove this whole section right here. This needs to go.
Okay.
Because you're not using this. And this here, I'm sorry, baby. This metal thing is gonna go. Your shoes, we're gonna make a section down here, and your shoes are all gonna fit down here.
Okay.
And then you will have so much room. And we're gonna turn this all into a zone. So we're gonna turn this a bit more dark.
fun's outrage.
So,
That's true. I don't know. No, I don't know. You feel me? Certain things you don't cover.
you pretty.
Hey, you pretty.
You
You
said
good?
So ugly. Sorry.
My mustache is really good, and
Your girlfriend doesn't like it.
my girlfriend doesn't like it, but it's fine.
I just think you're prettier with a full beard.
Well, I had to shave it in order to get a full beard. You know what I mean? What's your long?
Hey.
So today, guys, no intro. Sorry. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. But Fortnite with me and Skylar. Fortnite with me and Skylar. Featuring Baby Girl and Kendall. I think it'll be really good. You know.
Well, like and subscribe.
You know, I got all day jewelry on. You feel me? Like all day jewelry on. You get in. Anyway, there was a package in front that had my name on it, and it had like weird jewelry in it. Like, it's definitely costume, you know, but like it's pretty funny. I think it's pretty funny. Anyway, so I decided to wear it. But I think as for now, we'll pick our what's it called? Oh yeah, you know. Two-time taught me. Two-time taught me. Two-time taught me. You do? Two-time taught me. Don't worry, I got them on deck. Don't worry, multiple pairs. Two-time taught me. Two-time. $5 stars.
I hate that privilege.
Oh shit, they're back. The baby girl and everything's back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
You go pee?
Yeah, no, I go pee.
Go show your little pito.
I go
Go
shake my
join
little
his little
pito.
pito.
I go shake my little pito. Skylar, get booted up and join my lobby.
I just want to do it.
Join his lobby.
Is he online? Yo.
I'm gonna pick his person. Wait, who should I pick for him? Does it matter who I pick? Skylar.
No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
We're still recording. Look at my stomach,
Am I
y'all.
not connected to?
It's not
Soft
really.
core.
It's not really bad. First of all, I don't want to hear it because you men can take 7 shits in a day and or you take 2 shits in a day and you're.
I take hella shit.
Yeah. You see
That's
what I'm
awesome, guys. You're shitty.
No, you can take so many shits in a day.
If the
and
more
you're
water I
fine.
drink, the more shitting I will do.
I just shit a lot.
But see, the thing is, you men, it's made for it. It's made for it for you guys will lose easy weight. Like it's, I mean, not easy.
Well,
but
you
it's
guys
a lot
are meant
easier.
to carry children
That.
because you're meant to bear children.
I know.
Just like women's hips are more flexible than men because you have like you're supposed to have a child come through. So our shit's hella tight. I'm like my hip.
Yeah, but it's really annoying when you want to lose like kind of weight.
Quick weight, like a
Or
quick,
just in
a
general.
quick 15 pounds.
So we were supposed to go on vacation. We didn't go on vacation, right?
didn't.
I
I
had
have
a
to wait till
ruptured
he's halfway.
cyst. Let me tell you right now. Hug your woman if she ever has that. I
What?
thought I was going into labor.
What?
I thought I was going into labor.
Oh what? Ovarian cyst.
A ruptured ovarian cyst.
Uh,
That shit, I hemorrhaged.
My mom-
I was hemorrhaging all in my uterus. And so I was like this. And I was like, oh my god, Tim. Oh my god.
Jump on the stick.
No.
We're gonna smoke.
My mom's had those. I've dealt with all the, like, my granny. Like, I'm ready for, like, if I have a lady and she goes through menopause. Do you know how hard? My granny was, like, the nicest person in the world to me. She had never, like, really screamed. She beat my ass, hella shit. But never really out of anger. It was always like, you fucking up and you making me beat your ass. When I remember when she went through menopause and I didn't put the ice back into the ice tray. So in the middle of the night, she didn't have no ice. And she, like, verbally accosted me. Like, it was the first time I felt no love. She's like, you bitch ass nigga. Like, you not gonna put the ice. If you ever do that shit again, you gotta get the fuck out of my house, bitch. Like, she talked to me like I was a norm. I was like, ooh, shit, granny. And it was like 2 years of that shit. So it's like.
And then you understood later.
I get it. Cause she hot at night all the time. Hella hot, can't cool down. And she like, nigga, you all the ice? I'm like scarred. I will fill up the ice every time.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Every time.
I thought I was going through labor. I told, literally right before that, I was telling him, I was like, oh my god, I want a baby. Let's have a baby. And then literally, like an hour later, I was like, oh my god, I don't want a baby. I don't want a baby. Don't you ever get me pregnant. Don't you ever fucking do that again.
It's a lot worse than
No, it was so bad. It was
the pregnancy.
so... I know.
It's worse.
I know.
I remember my sister was going through labor. I was like, it's almost done. She was like, nigga, how the fuck do you know?
Oh my god, I watched my little sister.
I was like, I don't.
Have you ever
I sat
seen...
back. You know my sister. You know how much I love her. Like, I'll always be telling her shit. That's the first time
but
in my
I
life.
also know she was raised by you.
But I'm saying,
and like that,
that's
I
the
know
first
that
time.
voice that came out of her.
So that felt like me telling me.
Have you ever seen a water birth?
Fuck up, little nigga.
Have you seen a water birth?
I've
heard.
First of all, birth in
Have
general.
you seen birth?
I was born at
You've
home.
seen the baby
I've
come
seen
out.
birth,
You've
yeah.
seen when they're crowning and you've seen them come out.
Yes.
Who did you see? Your
My
mom?
mom.
You watched the whole thing?
No, just the crowning. And
So
then they took me away. And then
You've seen how big the vagina gets.
Yeah, listen. I was about to preface. I was about to preface.
Oh, C-section.
With the women are a different breed.
Yes.
And
my mama had me at home.
No one can ever compare. No one and no thing
can ever for a male could ever
compare. For a male could ever compare to the strength that it takes to push a child.
I don't want to know.
Out of I have no desire.
The worst pain
and I have the utmost respect for that.
I remember I ripped the muscles on my
ribs,
in between my ribs, like on the muscles in between, because I was like, that's back. Remember I was wearing boxing shit to hoop at the Y, and then I would do yoga, I ride my bike and play basketball.
Yeah.
And it was one day I did hella much and then tried to do a quick movement, and that shit started hurting, it burned, and I thought it was gonna go away, and it just tightened up my abdomen. It hurt so, but that's why the only thing I could think about, no, it wasn't the cramp, I ripped the muscles, was when Tim actually broke, because I thought I
was just about to say,
because look, I laid on the couch, I was laughing at first, then I started sweating. And I couldn't breathe because it was like
you're constricted.
And so every movement was like So it was the worst pain because it was nonstop. Like when you break something, like when you hurt anything like a bone or it'll pulse pain. It'll hurt really bad to tell your body, but then it'll numb out because it's like you'll pass out if it was just like
you have the
your body goes into shock.
Scientifically.
Your body goes into shock.
There's certain white blood cells that are pain-killing white blood cells.
But also your body goes into shock.
But when you break up, okay, agreed.
For a while, but not for like
not long term.
Yeah.
So when you have a long-term injury, such as a broken bone, you have a certain amount of white blood cells that go to that bone, that go to that injury, and heal it and numb it.
Like, look, when I shattered my hand while I was out, I didn't feel it. I shattered it probably like at 1:30 in the morning. I didn't feel it till like 5 in the morning. I'm cuddled up, rubbing.
Yeah, like,
you feel me?
that was that night.
I didn't go to the hospital for 2 days later. And it hurt hella bad. It was swollen, but it was like, and then it'll go away. Then it'll go away.
Do you also have a high pain tolerance?
Very
Yeah.
high. But what I'm saying about the rib,
see?
and that's why the rib thing threw me off, because I have a high pain tolerance. And when I say it had me like a bitch, it felt like I got shot. The girl I was with was like, nigga, are you okay? Like, she was like, are you on drugs? Like,
Bruh,
this
the
is weird.
ribs are
It was
not
weird. I was like, I thought I
like-
was gonna die. And all I could think about was Tim broke his rib. And when I got there, they were like, yeah, you ripped.
I bruised these
When?
and I cracked all of these.
When?
When I crashed my go-kart.
Oh no.
And I could only think.
And I came to school in like a weird sling and that looked like I broke my arm, but like it was really wrapped around my ribs. But
That's a
like
terrible
it had
thing.
my arm here to support it, so I couldn't move my arm either.
That's a terrible
You know,
thing.
because I had
When you
also
crashed your
dislocated
go-kart.
my I'd
I
also
think-
dislocated
I
my
think
arm.
somebody would rather break their leg than like crack your ribs as far as pain goes.
Bruh, the pain,
Because
the pain when you feel
there's nothing there. And then it's a small muscle,
the
and it's
the,
Laughing,
the initial pain,
coughing,
the initial
breathing
pain,
hurts.
and
The initial
everything
pain?
you do is like you feel it.
the initial pain. I'm gonna let you know. I don't remember.
Oh, because you passed out.
I was knocked out. The initial pain of getting my
That's
shit
probably
broken,
the best.
I don't remember.
But you remembered moving
Because-
and hurt.
I was
16, 15.
no, I was 14.
You were,
Yeah,
It was
you
sophomore
told me
year.
you were
It was
young.
sophomore
You
year.
told
You were
me you were
younger.
young.
I was younger.
because you were younger.
'Cause
I was probably like
When I had hit the shit, and I came down. You feel me? I flipped once,
Ugh.
and then I flew out.
I can only imagine
I
moving though after that.
Bruh, I flew out the second time, and then the go-kart came back and hit me
Oh
in the back.
my god.
That's what happened.
Oh
So,
my god.
thank God I flew out. First of all, that's why they're designed to do that.
Mm.
But the only thing that injured me was the fact that the go-kart came back and hit me
God
in the back
damn.
as I was going downhill.
Yeah, I'd definitely rather
You
break
feel
my
me?
leg.
So the way Thunder Hill
I'm not
is
about
set
to
up,
do that.
the way Thunder Hill is
Say I
set
need a
up,
chair.
so it's a corner coming around this way, and then it goes down.
Mm.
I hit the berm right there, and then
Well,
at
some
the
real
downhill,
dirt. There's some real dirtbag shit.
at the downhill, I hit the nose and then flipped over, and then the
God.
go-kart came back and hit me
But-
in the back.
But honestly, if you're a man and you haven't broken a bone, I don't feel like you can really say you're a man.
I don't agree with that.
I feel like it's
I think what I let me can I
if
can
you've
I,
never been hurt.
can I okay exactly
If
Can
you've
I
never been hurt,
expound on
maybe
that?
not broken
I
a
think-
bone.
I think
I've broken one bone.
Yes.
I think what you said, like if you haven't experienced injury,
Yes.
it makes you feel like you're gonna die.
No, I feel like if you haven't got hurt, not saying people should try to get hurt, but you probably haven't been competing hard enough. Cause like you don't know between injuries, like I'm not, don't go out there trying to break some shit. But I feel like everybody as a young boy or like young kid like has that learning experience. I think I can do this, and then I broke something, and now I know. I can't, physical limitations. Like I used to think I could hit anything with my right hand.
Can't. I'm
You're-
gonna let you. Today, you're gonna pick the thumbnail for the video. What are we at? Let's see.
My first experience of live picking the dummy.
Thumbnail. So these are just random pictures that I have.
Yeah, that's one. Face, I love it, man. This is crazy. It's fucking crazy that you have it. This is this random clip of this is face on love.
I'm doing push-up. That's a good one.
That's what over there. Blue curl is the what?
I think this
Blue
is the one.
What? Dudes are you're a Michelangelo. I feel like I couldn't read for a second. But yeah.
Hold on. Let's keep going. What's going on there?
Yeah.
That's Mike. No. That's hella funny.
Social security card.
Yeah, wow.
Said ID. That should never be the one.
Wow.
I think the blue jacket with the curly haired dog.
I think Oddly in the flip flops.
Oh, I haven't seen that one. I missed it.
Bro, I wish I could zoom in on it and like crop it, you know?
Yeah, we'll get there, buddy.
I'm watching on mine. Watching up audio on mine. I'm
Look at the dome. Look at his dome.
Oh,
That's what his dome
he
is.
looks like now.
Skylar, who's putting those in the bag? Is that Tim's?
In the what?
In the bag?
I have no clue.
Oh, both these are Tim's. Baby, can you come check these clothes real quick?
What are you talking
I
about?
took these pictures.
Yeah, I know. I haven't used these yet. The thumbnails. So I refuse to use them as thumbnails.
Baby, can I bug you for 2 seconds?
I like taking pictures, but I'm like the
Kendall.
worst picture taker.
Keep looking down. What's up?
Tim, I've chosen 3 times.
Okay, go back up.
These are your perfect.
I can't do it.
Yeah, you Kendall, I have full faith in you.
Morning. That's it. Tim, I found it. Tim.
No, I can't use that one yet.
Okay.
I can't use that one yet.
We should both get Grizzlies tatted, bro.
So. I've been thinking about like
I've been doing weights. I've been like getting into weightlifting.
I wanna think
on
of a tattoo that represents that represents him. That me, you, and Ruben can get. Not mine. No.
See, I was gonna get a grizzly right here, and then like teach peace. I felt like he was like a very.
Let's get something small. You know what I mean? Like not something huge. Like.
Well, for me, I want it to be
If it's you, for sure. But I'm saying, if you trying to get something with me, I want my grizzly piece
something smaller
to be something a lot smaller.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I can do
Oh,
that.
Like-
I'm gonna get a memorial.
But I want to think of something, because I want to. You understand. Ruben understands.
I definitely.
Everyone else doesn't, though. You know what I mean?
For me, I wanted to get
What
into like.
what I'm saying though, you guys are the closest to that. So I want to think of something
I'm down for that.
that I can
That shit's important, so we really got to talk it out
exactly
and have somebody really draw.
and like
it.
what it means, what he means to you, what it means to Ruben is something different than what it means to me.
To
And
be
that's
honest, you knew him a lot more.
Regardless,
No,
of,
let me get this off.
Okay.
He knew him a lot more. So for me, it was like I looked at this person like as a symbol of strength, but also very kind. You know, very kind and like giving with their time, but still strong like a pillar. So it's like, for me, sometimes I get very unmotivated or unsure. And that's somebody like I have my uncle or pillars in my family, or this was a strong man who was an example.
It's
So,
interesting that you say pillar, because one of the things that I was thinking of, the story of Samson, reminds me of Richard Elliott Brown.
Who's that?
Adam's father. His real name is Richard Elliott Brown.
Why is it go by Richard?
That was his stage name.
because he competed.
He competed. So that's the stage name. Grizzly Brown was his stage name. Richard
You guys want
Elliott.
one?
What is it?
Hangover pill.
It's
But-
for the thing.
I'm cool. I've been not drinking as much.
Me neither.
Which
but
also,
I haven't drank this much.
I've been on my workout shit.
Me too.
anyway, pillar. When you said pillar, Samson, the story of Samson. Obviously, he was a Muslim. Correct. So this story doesn't apply to him.
Man of faith, though. It's
Yeah, I disassociate faith when I'm saying this.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
No,
what I'm saying is the fact that you said pillar,
Mm-hmm.
the fact that I associate the story of Samson so closely with my stepfather.
Mm-hmm.
He is the one who taught me how to create confidence within myself. For me, it's a foundation thing that I built a pillar upon,
Mm-hmm.
that I continued throughout the years and built upon. I've knocked many pillars over, but that foundation stuck.
Mm-hmm.
The moral foundation stuck. And I didn't have my father, my biological father, didn't instill me with a moral foundation. My uncles,
And you're the oldest.
my uncles taught me how to survive.
You taught
How to-
yourself too.
Yeah. My mama taught me, but I was taught how to survive in a way that's not honorable. I didn't understand honor. I didn't understand what it meant to be a man. You know, I didn't understand how, like, why when my mom met this man was opening the door for her. I didn't understand that. You know,
Who was opening the door for you?
Richard Elliott Brown, Adam's dad.
Oh.
I didn't understand any of that.
How old were you?
I was young. When I met him, I was 6.
And
When
see,
I first met him, I was 6.
and see, for me, because my family's like very disconnected. Like a lot of people like don't fuck with each other, so it's like I don't even know. Like me and Tim didn't know we were family until, you feel me? Like
Years.
we went to all through 8th grade together. You feel me?
We went through
We're friends.
we went through a lot of shit
And then
together
found out
before we
randomly.
figured that.
So
Yeah,
We
you told
became
him.
So
we
he
became
knew Grizz more than I did. But for me, it was like because my family was so just. I was very proud of the people who, like, even if I didn't know them, and I'm a type of person because I didn't have my father in my life either. Where it's like I don't go seeking male approval, or like I don't give. Like I've had like my biological grandpa come out here and visit, like, oh, grandson, nigga, I don't know you, so I'm not gonna give you that respect. Where my auntie's, her father, he's not my biological father, but as a grandfather, he's been more present. So it's like I give him that respect. But
Yeah.
Grizz was somebody who I didn't know, and I didn't really seek, was something I regret, like a relationship, because I knew who he was. But like every story that I heard
You
from
got
people,
it. You got
every
it.
story
You're
from
right here.
from people that I heard gave me a lot of pride, and I would never be like, oh, that's my family, like juice it, you feel me? But I'd be like, that gives
You
me
should.
pride.
That is your family.
But you feel
You
me?
feel me?
It gives me a lot of pride to something I could aspire to be, as somebody who
Hold
chased
that. Hold
their goals,
Hold
you know.
And that's the
But was
that-
humble,
in
and
in my eyes. That's the
How'd you guys
only.
even find out?
That's the only thing. That's the only thing.
there was a security
that
guard.
he wanted.
There was a security guard at Berkeley High. Is it Jason, right?
Jason was both our cousin.
And he was my cousin, I do. But like I said, like I got hella cousins that I know, but I'm not gonna just go to their house. And so my cousin Travis was up there too. And Tim was like, "Oh yeah, that's my cousin Jason." I was like, "Well, I remember I was about to get in a fight, and like Jason let me, like, you feel me, like nigga squaring
You
up.
remember
he let me
prom?
swing.
You remember
Yeah,
prom? Oh, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can I tell the story real quick? Okay. I have to get up to this story. So, hold on.
Berkeley High Prom.
I'm gonna edit it because we're on stream. We're at prom. Okay.
Berkeley High Prom. What year
Berkeley
is
High
this?
Prom, 2009. Okay. We're all dumbass
So
fresh.
you're a freshman.
Freshman, no,
No,
we're seniors.
2009. We're seniors.
We're graduating.
This is our prom. This is our prom.
Yeah.
So, it's towards the end of the night. You feel me?
You're
And-
09?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Towards the end of the
I'm
night,
a little older because my birthday's in
a
January.
lot of the individuals are turned up. You feel me? Everyone's having a good time though. There's a fight that breaks out. Okay. Fight breaks out.
It was Ron.
You know.
Somebody.
Anyway. Before we.
Also, sidebar. It was the first time I ever took one of them.
We are on stream. We are on stream. Kendall was real hyped up.
Very animated.
Very animated.
Yeah.
For the first
I'm
time.
standing right next to Kendall. Okay.
And I just got out of jail.
The fight happens.
I just got out of jail.
The fight. He just gets out.
If
The
anything
fight
else happens,
happens
I go
right
back.
in front of us. Okay. Also, again, it's a good thing you mentioned that because you had just got out.
Mhm.
You feel me? A lot of that I think was contributed to the psychological issues that being incarcerated provides.
I think I was just amped trying to prove
Hold
myself.
on. Let me get that off. Let me get it off real quick.
Mhm.
I think that you are an amped person.
Mhm.
Okay. You are under amped influences. With that being said, the environment that you were in previously, probably like a month.
Maybe like 3 weeks.
Yeah,
I went to jail trying to get money for prom.
for prom. Yeah, we can. But Skylar's also on too, so we have to censor.
Regardless, my life story. We're not
regardless,
saying
There's no audio. This
There's
is all
audio on mine though.
There's no audio on mine because it's just advertisement for them to go to yours.
Okay, cool. But anyway, so I'm standing next to Kendall. The fight happens right in front of us. Fight gets broken up. We're kind of hyped up. Kendall is looking, and then looks over and just.
Okay, so that's what, from my perspective. No, this is
You?
No. This is what happened.
Hold on.
No, this is what happened. A dude walked up to me. I still don't know who this person is to this day. We probably talked since then. He walks up to me. He's like, "Hey, what happened, bro?" And I just steal him for no reason, like just fucking retarded.
So unbeknownst to me, Kendall has already had a rapport with this man. You know, so the dude feels comfortable coming up.
I have no idea who that person was.
Yeah, regardless, he had a rapport with this man. You feel me?
Yeah.
So Kendall knew this dude, but at the time, it was inappropriate to come up to Kendall and tap him unbeknownst to him.
And I
You feel
didn't.
me?
We weren't
So
close
from
enough.
my perspective,
Because he was in the red
from my
zone.
perspective, I have no idea what's going on. I'm like looking this way, and then I look back. You feel me? So from my perspective, Kendall's just firing on someone randomly, and I'm like, oh my god, Kendall's freaking out. so like I grabbed Kendall. You
No,
feel me?
security grabbed me first.
No, I grabbed you. You got away from me. You got away from me. Because I tried to grab your hands like this.
And I broke.
And then you broke through. You broke through because I was on one. You feel me?
I remember getting.
And then Mr.
The Mexican, the bald Mexican.
The bald Mexican security dude swoops him up, right? I don't know the bald Mexican security dude as well as I know all the other security.
Me neither.
You feel me? So I'm like, oh shit, I don't know this nigga like that.
Him saved me.
I'm like, hey, it wasn't his fault. It wasn't literally. What I say?
He lets me go.
So at this time, Kendall's hemmed up. I'm yelling, it's not his fault. The other security is running and hems him up. And then luckily, Mr. Williams and fucking
That's who it was.
Mr. Williams and other bruh.
The cool bro that with the
Tall bruh.
with the grill.
Tall bruh that was fucking all the young bitches.
He was though.
He was. He for sure was.
Was he a security guard?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
he
always
was.
fucking the bitches at our high school.
So anyway, they both come up.
They didn't have my high school.
We're not saying no names, but
They both come up.
Kelly.
They break Mexican bruh off him. You feel me?
Mhm.
Tall bruh, the bruh that's fucking all the bitches,
Tim
takes
convinced-
Mexican bruh. Mr. Williams is holding him. And I'm like, hey, Mr. Williams. Like, it wasn't his fault. Like,
Tim
it was
convinces
just,
Tim convinces them in less than 25 seconds to let me go.
bruh, I was just like
And
spinning.
they saw me do it. Like he saw me break away, then hemmed me up, and they were just like.
I literally looked Mr. Williams in the eye, and I was like,
And Tim, what you don't know is after that, me and Malik went outside, and we're smoking. Police walk up on us. Malik's like hella hot with it, just hella out. So they're like, bruh, and Malik's like talking shit to the officer. He has the bottle in his fucking like jacket, and he's like, bruh, pours it out in front of us. I'm like, this is
with that being said, Kendall immediately calms down. First of all, as soon as Kendall makes contact with bruh, he immediately like, oh, hold on, not right. Mistake. You know what I mean? So he's like not providing, which also really helps my case.
Yeah. I was like, bah! And then just stood there.
Yeah. It was, first of all, it wasn't even a hard hit. Like,
to me, it felt like it was.
Personally, I think as soon as
I love y'all, but y'all being R. Kelly. What happened?
Don't.
Okay. Anyway, we get away. No, we not R. Kelly. No way.
And if anybody endorses R. Kelly at this point in
So, do you know what I mean
What is
by that?
endorsing?
Do you know what I mean by that?
If you're like,
Can I listen to his music?
Yeah, that's fine. If you like,
so I can listen to R. Kelly.
If you're like free R. Kelly, he's a musical genius.
So,
but
do you
like,
know that song where he like does the whole monologue to get to the point of
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a very good. It's a very Aquarius song. You like how I did that?
Just say stop,
Bruh, do you want to know the last time I dated? Sorry. Let me get to the point.
Y'all are
Let me get to the
arguing.
point. Okay. So Kendall's wrapped up.
They were.
By Mr.
You
Williams.
listen to everyone.
Kendall's wrapped up by Mr. Williams. I'm like, hey,
Let him go.
let him go. Like, he's good. Like, you feel me? I know Mr. Williams. I've known Mr. Williams since I was this tall. You know, he
How
lives.
is that possible when he was just working at Berkeley High?
I've known because he was friends with Adam's dad.
Oh.
They were best friends.
Oh.
So Mr. Williams looks at me. He's like, is he good? I'm like, I got it. And then we move about. You feel me? With that being said, Mr. Williams for sure wasn't about to let this nigga go.
Yeah.
If he was resisting in any way, shape, or
Yeah,
form.
Mr. Williams was a fullback.
He was not. First of all,
Is his stepfather your uncle?
No, he's like my cousin.
Oh, he's your cousin.
Mhm.
So how? I don't understand. Is he your mom or your dad? What?
On my mom's side.
Your mom's side.
Mhm.
He's
There's in my family there
It's
was
very hard to explain.
two sets of twins. So it's like my mom's side is on the other side, and then I have another side of the family. I think, and they're like from Arkansas. So they're related. They're related from that way.
Did
That
he
probably
already
also
know?
attributed
Did he
to the
already
fact
know?
that we didn't
Had
know.
you already met him? Had you already like?
No.
No,
Oh.
cause he had died before I met Kendall.
Oh, so
And-
you didn't even know.
I didn't know Kendall.
And
I didn't know
we
Kendall
we only knew
7th
because-
grade, right?
Yeah, we met 8th grade. Because I went to Willard and I got kicked out of King in 7th grade. And
Oh yeah.
8th grade.
So like, we didn't know each other until 8th grade. But also we had the same English class when Ms.
Edit that out.
And we tormented her.
Yeah, I made her cry.
Bro, we switched
She
shirts
was a
one
weak-
time. Me and him switched shirts.
Tim used to wear medium, and I
And
used to
she
wear the
started-
big forehead.
she started crying.
bro.
Why?
Because she's a weak person.
She was a weak person,
Also,
and we took
it
advantage
is
of her.
not easy to be a teacher.
Yeah,
My granny
no.
was a
Where is
teacher.
Kendall gonna sit?
My
Oh,
granny,
sorry.
My granny was a teacher for 4 years. I understand, but she was like just like I would do like class clown shit, and she would just get hella emotional. It was like her first year teaching,
But
and she was teaching middle school. And I think like she showed us like a video of this kid. Like I remember this the first time like I made her cry. She showed this video of this kid. It was like one of those like specials where he was getting bullied, and then he tried to kill himself in the police came.
Was it the
and he-
bullying?
And he was like squirming, and we all started laughing. It was like me and Ivan. I'm like, bro, you don't understand what you just did. This little white kid.
I forgot. Was Ivan in that class,
I
bro?
believe so. And then
Was it you, Ivan, Lorenzo?
It was like Marcus too, I believe.
Bro,
I don't
that
know
was
who
the
was it.
worst class.
And she was
Oh
like
my
playing
God.
shit like that, and it was like, bro, we're kids from
trauma.
Yeah, so it's like we're gonna laugh at this, like, and it's like this white kid with no,
we're
like he has
almost
money.
trauma immune.
Both of his parents are at home and they have money, and he's getting. It's like fight these niggas. That's what our mentality.
It,
is.
like,
And she was like
We're
crying.
trauma immune, and that's what's crazy.
And maybe that's a problem, but you can't be like emotionally. I feel like you have to teach, and you can't be emotionally charged. Like, you know, you have to give
you
it,
definitely can't. Like,
and you have to be strict, but you have
look
to
at
also.
Eve.
You
Look
have.
at Eve.
She's not. I heard she's not. I don't think she's teaching anymore.
Regardless, though, she did teach.
Mhm, she
You
was
feel me?
good.
And
Is
she
she from
was
Oakland or something?
she was in Berkeley, but she's also a white woman, and
Teaching
she's
black children.
teaching black children,
But
and
Eve's at an
also
advantage though.
and also
How?
Eve
Because she
is
grew
also
up with her school.
she grew up with
I've known King Eve
niggas.
since like sixth grade, and she's never been, and she's Jewish, and so she's never been a person that's like I see Eve like Ruben like the same person. They don't look at the world
Yeah.
probably,
I will say,
but there's a lot of teachers who.
Ruben is it's weird.
Them
It's
niggas
weird.
look at the world
But-
in
so
black
weird.
and
But
white.
to be honest,
You know,
I'm gonna say this right here on the stream. Ruben, swear to God, Ruben one of the realest niggas
in the
like
world,
in 100 in the world.
in the world.
Realest niggas ever.
Ruben will do 20.
But Ruben's also raised by a historian. His dad is a history teacher at Cal.
That also
His
used to teach.
His mother
Used to teach
his mother is
niggas in the
a school, but not just a lawyer, like a school lawyer, like a lawyer for like school districts. Like she does it's specific. So it's like he's coming at an
Wanna know how I
event,
met Ruben?
growing up in Berkeley. I didn't know Ruben at. This is how random like our friend group is. I didn't kick it with Ruben.
It's like the Big Bang.
I probably seen
It's
Ruben
immaculate
3 times in
conception.
8th grade. I knew Tim. I knew Mike. I knew our dad. I didn't really kick it with our dad. I kicked it with Mike and Tim. Because I was like a new kid. You feel me? I came from King.
And me
On
and
the
Mike were
last-
Like you
weird.
started like what, 5th grade or 6th grade?
No, we're talking about us.
Middle school.
Kendall came to our middle school in 8th grade.
Oh,
Yeah.
you came at the end.
Yeah. Because I went
Yeah.
to King.
And
for
me and
6th
Mike,
7th grade.
and Steven were like the weird kids.
Who's Steven?
Steven was our other bro.
Okay.
And Kendall fit into that. Because no one really fucked with him.
But you and Mike and Ruben had already been in elementary school together.
I
Well,
know.
well, it's
Yeah,
like I came into this-
Mike, and Ruben had already been in elementary
I came
school
into
together.
I came into the school and it was like competition, so it was like I had to feel out. I knew Cedric, I knew Harry. That was like
Oh,
the only people.
Willard had a big dick
Oh,
competition.
so you went from
Like,
King to Willard.
Yeah, I knew KJ, and I think Lorenzo went there too.
You knew them off West Berkeley shit.
No, I knew them from Washington
Really?
because I went to
But they were
Washington.
welcoming.
No, I'm just saying I didn't know a lot of people, so it's like of course you gotta get in, fit in, we do all that other shit, and you feel me. So it's like it was
We
just
were
like
the
whatever.
weird niggas.
No, I fucked with everybody, but that's what I did at King too. I like fucked with hood niggas.
Kendall
and I
would
would
play
fuck with-
basketball and then come fuck with us in the garden.
And then
You feel me?
and then like Mike would steal my hat, but then I'd like I airbox with Carl. You feel me? Like I always fucked with everybody. Like that's how I knew Eve at King. Like it was like niggas and
Kendall
niggas.
was
I knew.
also hold on. Kendall was also one of the first niggas I ever knew that had a scandal. with a bitch.
Oh my god.
Period.
I got suspended for being in the bathroom with a girl.
And it was like
talking about
it was a huge deal.
So you came in 8th grade and you already had.
This is what
That's
happened.
what I'm saying. Like,
You had that?
No, I fucked up though, cause this is what happened. I came in and hella girls liked me, but I was like, cause I was hella fat at King. No lie, I was hella fat, so I didn't get hella girls. In elementary school, had hella. It's weird to say that, but I had hella.
I wish we had a picture of Kendall and a picture of me.
Let me. Can I? Let me.
Go ahead.
So elementary school, hella bitches. 6th and 7th grade got fat, had no bitches. So I came to 8th grade a little skinnier. So hella bitches was on me, and I was like, I seen Stephanie, and I was like, look, but this what happened. I seen Stephanie, she was a Mexican girl. She didn't smile. I was like, Cedric, put me on her, but he didn't tell me to be. So she came up to me and she was like, okay, we go together, and she smiled and her teeth was hell fucked up, and then everybody was like, Kendall fuck with ugly girls. And so it like ruined it was a scandal, but like ruined my reputation.
But secretly, every nigga was jealous.
Yeah, that's why I told niggas, and then every nigga talked about it, and that's how I got suspended. I didn't get caught. Niggas talked about it. And then, bruh, I remember I took the same girl. She was going with a different nigga at the time, but we was around the corner from the school, like hooking up. And this nigga Carl was with like I forgot who he was with, like 2 girls and a mom. It was like around when we was about to go to the dance, and they was like jumped out the car and like chased us down. It was like, Kendall, you back here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, these niggas, bruh. I was like,
niggas, I guarantee you. So I was the squarest nigga. Like, I'm the square nigga that moves around. You feel me? I have like blonde hair.
But you would fight though. That's why I fought
You
for you.
still had blonde hair in high school?
I had blonde hair.
The thing about Tim is he was really small, but I tested him a lot because I just wanted to. It was another.
Wait, did he have blonde hair?
Yeah.
In high school?
Yeah.
No, this is middle school.
8th grade. Tim was like, no lie, like 5'4", hella little, but like he used to get hella mad, and I would just like, so what I was an asshole too, like kind of a bully, hella fat, and then just I would take the ends of my hoodie, like I would like, and I would slap him, and I was good with it, so hella aerodynamic. But then Tim, Tim one day,
that would teach me how to.
But Tim one day just raged out. He was like, nigga, and I was like, I fuck with Blood. Like we didn't fight, but I was like, I fuck with Blood. He not no bitch. Like you feel me? Same thing with Mike. So this how random our shit is. I saw Ruben 3 times. On the last day of 8th grade, me and Mike walking around because my parents like, you can stay after, we're not going to pick you up. I'm like, cool. But there ain't nobody really staying at the school. So I'm like, damn,
Last day of 8th grade.
I'm fake way finna just walk home. That's what I was thinking at first. But then I seen Mike. He was like, you want to just walk around, bro? I'm like, cool. I don't really like kick it with Mike like that. But I'll fuck around with him. He cool people. And then we seen Ruben. Ruben was like, hey, bro, you want to come play Tekken at my house? And then we played Tekken all summer. Like,
that's basically what it was.
And then I think one of them.
And I beat this nigga's ass with Steve.
Oh my God. He's such a liar. There's things you can say that are true. Like in Tenkachi 2, y'all niggas have my number. But in Tekken, bro, I was dogging you niggas with Steve. Didn't learn no moves. Just pure talent.
I'm gonna say this.
Don't dare
I'm gonna say this live.
Open your mouth.
I'm gonna say this live.
Keep your mouth closed.
I'm gonna say this live, Kendall. I'm gonna say this live, and you can go back and look at it.
Don't lie to yourself. Live.
You, Ruben, and Ade.
Best. Thank you.
Had Tekken.
Thank you. That's all I want. You Ruben and Mike had Tenkachi too.
I was a contender.
You weren't a pushover.
In Tenkachi.
Ruben was dominant.
Disagree.
No
I
lie.
don't disagree. I disagree with dominant as what you're saying.
I think when he was like, he was the only person where it was like, you can't use Piccolo. I remember that being a thing. Like when he uses Piccolo, it was just like.
I distinctly remember me beating him several times with Kid Buu while he's Piccolo.
It's like I like sports and You know, from my memory,
With that being said,
he won a lot more than he lost in that game.
I agree.
You were up there.
agree.
You were up. I
agree.
lost a lot.
That's why I said contender.
Like Street
But
Fighter.
I remember
lost
you
so
niggas.
much.
You
Soul
niggas,
Calibur, I'll dog all you niggas. Only Ade can see me.
Which one? Soul Calibur.
Any of them. If it's Soul Calibur 3, I'm gonna go Taki and kill you for 20 rounds.
I was gonna say Soul Calibur 3. You have to see me.
I will destroy you for 20 rounds.
I'm done.
You know how much Ade studies game. I destroyed Ade for 20 rounds.
Fought that.
20
We've
rounds.
done that.
20. Same person. Infuriating. And I'm just
Melee.
I'm not even looking matching.
Melee.
It's like
I
you guys
was
are
trash.
talking to me right now in Chinese. Dead ass. Tekle, melee, shile, ballet, whatever the fuck you're talking about. I'm like, I'm out here like.
It's our childhood, bro.
What the fuck are you
Makeup.
talking about?
Maybe it's Maybelline.
I think one of the
No, I knew about anime because
on some
I knew
on
a
some
little
real
bit
shit
about
though.
it, but
On
like,
some real shit though. The shit that we just talked about.
What's
Is,
that?
I
What's
think
that
is,
girl that be
I
lost?
think is one of the reasons.
Sailor Moon?
No, that girl that be the lady that be traveling the world. You like trying to find her and shit. Finding.
You got a letter, Scott?
Carmen Sandiego.
Yeah. That's
Oh, Carmen Sandiego. Whoa,
this is our
Carmen
Carmen.
Sandiego
This is our Carmen Sandiego.
I don't know
everybody's
who Carmen
childhood.
Sandiego is.
Carmen Sandiego.
I didn't know who that was until y'all told me.
What is Carmen Sandiego?
Carmen Sandiego was
I knew
like
Waldo.
detective.
I knew Waldo.
Me too, Waldo. So I'm 08, so I'm like.
I think it's
year
because you're a
after
little.
you
I
guys.
think it's because you're a little bit older.
With that being said,
Because Max
when you
knows.
say
So
we had those,
I didn't really watch Carmen Sandiego. My older sister watched Carmen
But
Sandiego.
you knew.
She's the same year.
I was the oldest though, so
I
no
knew
one could put me
about
on.
Carmen Sandiego, but I didn't really watch
Go
her
ahead,
because I thought
Tim.
she was boring.
We're
what
Aquarius
is
in here.
Carmen Sandiego?
She's a detective where she like.
I'm a rap. I
goes
like to rap, so I
through-
have to know like references.
Are you
So when
Like,
people say
what
shit,
is
I
a
go,
what is a Carmen Sandiego? Oh,
Timber, you know who this is?
no, I really don't.
You never heard it?
No, I've never
Where
heard that.
in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
I've never watched anything with it, but I know what she looks like, and I know that
She
people.
has like a trench coat on, and
Yeah.
that's it.
It's like green.
But
Right?
I honestly don't.
You know, have you ever had
remember.
that feeling where you're like
Uh,
you're missing a
You know
gap
Pepper
in your
Ann?
life?
So.
Do you know Pepper Ann? Oh
No.
man.
So I have a very also traumatic childhood because one, I didn't speak English, and I grew up in a very I grew up in Los Angeles.
Mm.
So we would move around.
Remember we're on street.
Oh, it's okay.
Aquarius.
I know. You
When
niggas-
we
you
came
niggas
from
know.
the homeland, we didn't speak any English, and so the only reason why we came to LA is because my
From
uncle
Peru?
was already from Peru. My uncle was already there, but he had already bid on a house in the Bay Area. He was obsessed about the Bay Area. So he was like, hey, little brother, like, you take over this apartment, but I'm gonna dip to the Bay Area. So he dipped, and then when he dipped, we took over the house. We spoke no English, and he left us in Inglewood.
I'm gonna text you.
And my mother spoke no English. My father spoke no English. So my dad was working at Pizza Hut. And at the time, I was going to a preschool with a Afro-Cuban preschool teacher.
Black.
It was my favorite preschool. It was the best preschool of my life.
Black
Oh my
lady.
God. Well, one, I didn't speak any English.
But she
no.
spoke Spanish.
She spoke Spanish.
But you talked to a little English.
No, she didn't. No, it was a purely Spanish speaking because my mom was like, "Hola, I need to find somewhere to put my daughter, the little one, first into preschool, and the older one needed to go to school." So my older sister.
So you weren't really put on to like the same cartoons and stuff like that.
No, we didn't have we didn't have cable. We didn't have anybody. So my parents were left alone in LA because my dad, his brother. Jenny's dad.
I think that's one thing Americans like.
He was like, here you go. Here's a month paid for. I set you up with a job. Here you go. Like, I'm sorry you don't speak any English, but I got a dip. I already moved. I already uprooted my whole family. Like, they're already in the Bay Area. So I have to leave you here. So my dad didn't speak any English. My mom didn't speak. None of us spoke any English. So
When is this, the 90s?
Yeah, this was 92.
Mm.
So my mom was just walking me to
92?
Yeah.
Isn't that like LA riots time?
She moved to the Bay Area, right?
No, I moved to LA first.
Oh.
My uncle
You
had
moved to LA in 92?
I think the LA riots were
yeah,
before that.
92, because I was 2 years old when I came here. It
When
was
were the LA riots?
I think a while before that.
I feel
I don't
ashamed
know.
that I don't know when.
Like the Watts right? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like a
You're already a
historian.
1-year-old. How would you know? I was barely 2 years old.
I know we
But
missed.
that's
I know.
California history,
I
though.
know we. I know the history that we missed is in California, because I think we would know if we lived through the an LA riot, like '89 earthquake. Like I didn't live. I was born in '91, so I know I missed that. That's probably the one like significant thing in Bay Area history.
My
that I've
yeah,
missed.
exactly.
92.
My uncle.
You
My-
moved LA riots,
Oh.
92.
I don't know what the fuck I'm
Yeah,
talking
and
about.
we moved to, and you know
You're
where
also
we
the
moved
closest
to?
to the
You
mic,
know
so
where
they
we
can hear
moved
you the
to?
best.
We moved to the blackest neighborhood ever. And
What?
my mom,
Mm.
Inglewood.
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 Black people like Spanish people though. We are cool.
Not at that time.
Yeah.
Not at that time. My mom,
And I'm from Berkeley, so I look at things like different.
at the time, I mean,
Bro,
imagine
it's
you
fucked
don't
up
speak
that-
any English. You don't know anybody. You don't I barely am okay with going to the corner. I've told you that. Like,
Can I add to your point real quick? In the Bay, we live in like a bubble.
Yeah.
absolutely.
There's no
A
like gang,
bubble
there's no
of,
like gang.
social acceptance. You know what I mean?
But then also there's no like this gang related like thing. I could
Exactly.
be from here, and even though like I do have to adhere to a politic of where I'm from, like you know, be responsible. I don't have to bang, like you feel me, and represent this. You can live kind of like a fluid life and just be from a place.
Also,
You have more choices.
Exactly.
I never
Continue
ever
with
feel
your point.
like, for instance, when we come around here and it gets a little spicy, they're always very nice. Even though I know they're banging and they're doing the thing. Remember down there? I told you I was like, oh my
Very
god.
polite.
They're super polite to me. They're very, very conscious. But my
Do you
mom,
speak to them?
absolutely.
No, you shouldn't.
Why wouldn't I?
Well, I
You
mean,
always gotta
I'm
speak.
not gonna say. I'm not gonna
be
say.
Well, I say hello. How you doing?
be
'Cause-
polite.
Well, because I
but,
drive
like-
by the streets they see me. I drive by all. Well,
I
'cause
think
I gotta get to
what
my
you
car.
mean is you don't associate, but you acknowledge.
You just get through your day.
Good morning.
You're just like you just if you see them, you acknowledge. You know
They
what I
acknowledge
mean?
me too.
I feel like there's two ways to like look at like the Bay Area. Like there's like you know like the way you're saying like it is a bubble like where there's a lot of it's a very progressive and there's a lot of like-minded people. So it's like if you don't think that way, you're kind of the oddball out. So it's like you can have a lot of consistency and progression in the Bay Area, and you accept like it's a lot more diverse. But like there is like politics and like you feel me like
Yeah.
there's another side like I'm from here so I have to you're my girl so if you talk to these niggas like you know you're available to these niggas like there's like a different world but it's like you know a lot of times they don't intersect but they can.
I
Can
feel
I-
like if I don't say, if they don't recognize me, they don't recognize my car, they don't see me, because I see them all the time. So I feel like I'd rather just say, hi, how you doing? So like, I
You
remember?
speak first.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid because one, you gotta recognize me, and now more than ever, now I have.
They recognize you though. They see you.
Yeah, they're like, hey,
But
how you
that's- but that's
doing?
all you-
Hey,
that's all-
mama, how you doing? I'm like,
I guess
okay.
I'm a dude, so I'm looking at it from differently.
Mhm.
Like I don't need to speak to these niggas because
Also-
I don't want anything from you.
Can
I don't
I-
want
can I
anything,
add?
but it's just acknowledged.
And they're not out here about to fuck with your car. You're not
Can
about
I-
to do that.
can
They
I
just
add?
live
If
here.
if they were, they look out for my car. They
I,
not look out
I
for
also
my
think
car.
I also think there's a level of knowledge that they understand, like hood knowledge that they understand. They understand that she has nothing to do with nothing.
Oh
You feel
yeah, it's just hi.
But
With
then,
that
but
being
then,
said-
but then
with
there's
that being
also
said,
there's
if-
also people that understand you don't have nothing to do with nothing, and they'll see you as prey.
Well, agreed. And I think that's the
And
flip
you
side.
and you have to be
I-
aware.
I
of
think
that.
that's the flip side. I think that's the flip side that you should be aware about. With me,
You were the one who told me that. You said.
Agreed.
Right?
And I did tell you that.
Yeah.
I did tell you that. And I think it's important that you do that. And
now they're super respectful.
Exactly. With that being said, you've developed a rapport. You feel me? And you keep that rapport, but also like keep your distance.
Oh, I never go.
Don't
down
get
that
too
street.
close.
You know me, baby.
You know what I mean?
I don't go down that street.
Because one thing for me.
Can I ask a favor? It's been too long, baby. You don't need that much fucking footage to edit. That's way too much.